Hey everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI walkthrough. I am joined once again by Stigma.
What's up, you white devils?
We we just beat down Vargas. Vargas? Vargas, yes. And we're about to
head to the return hideout.
We're about to turn Banon down. Grease monkeys. I think these guys you can steal like bucklers from or something for cash if you want, but
so Banon gets this awesome skill called health, right?
Yes.
And it's basically overpowered as shit.
It really is.
It's almost like a full heal for the party every time you cast it. I'm pretty sure it's full.
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is at this level for sure. So the one thing about it that I don't know is what actually determines its power, because normally the power of like your character's skills are based off of your magic power or your vigor. Mm-hmm. Well, in Banon's case, his stats don't go up because you don't have espers, but his health skill gets better. So it must just be based off of his level, which is weird. Which is weird to me.
It's just written that way for him in the coding.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Yep. So this is a good opportunity to level up. Actually, no, I think we got to talk to some people first. Yeah, you actually have to go talk to Banon. So there's some more treasure chests here too that we'll grab in a little bit, but I think generally most of this stuff is blocked off until you talk to Banon.
This is a really cool area.
Yeah, the cave.
I always thought the whole returner hideout, hidden treasure everywhere.
Yeah, it is actually really cool.
Pretty badass.
You got the little nap thing here, and then there's a little merchant in the other room that I missed talking to.
If I had a fort underground, I would be very happy if it was half as good as this place.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty cool.
I think this is kind of what. Who was the guy in Waco, Texas? The crazy dude, David Koresh.
Koresh, yeah.
I think this was kind of his goal. Like
okay.
Only he tried to do it with buses.
Did he?
Yeah, he buried buses.
I don't know anything about that guy.
You should look him up. He's my spirit animal.
Jesus. Didn't they end up... But he must have had... Okay, so he had buses underground. What else did he have? Didn't he have like a big compound, like an actual building?
Yeah, like a big compound, tons of guns, all kinds of crazy chicks who wanted his cock.
Yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remember some of that cult. Stuff.
I mean, if I could create a cult half that size, I would be very...
I want to say... I may have done a report on him in school. I think I might have. Either that or somebody else did, and I just remember it.
He was awesome.
Yeah, it's been, high school. I probably was, I'm guessing high school. 9th grade maybe when I did the report. If I did the report. The alleged report. So I don't remember anything.
So Banon is basically David Koresh. He's lives in buses underground and
Tara's
heals people.
Tara's the first woman recruit.
Yeah.
Awesome. Because there's a lot of dudes in this cave.
And then Janet Reno or Kefka, whatever, comes in and he's like, whoa, this dude is crazy and needs to die. And if you look at his avatar, you can
Reno Stoyle.
Pretty much see why Banon is like a crazy looking cult leader. I mean, he just looks like he's been
outside. He really does. He looks like he's been out in the wilderness too long. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe a little trim here and there would have done him some good, but I'm with you.
Dude's dropped
total crazy
mad acid.
Alright, so you got the True Knight, the Phoenix down. Or else this guy get out of the way. Oh, and I just pass it up for a while. It's like, fine.
That's how I roll.
Deal with you.
Fuck you, I'm not gonna...
Alright, fine.
I don't want it.
Then you come back and sneak it from him. Just kidding.
And the white cape.
Yep, the white cape.
Which was pretty good for this level.
Yeah, it is.
Good stat boosts.
It is. So the one thing, and I don't remember if we talked about this in the other videos or not, but the evade command literally does nothing. Just like blind, the blind status doesn't do anything in this game.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, but the one thing that does is what is it? The M. I think it's the M block. So the magic block actually works double time. It actually affects your physical defense, like block rate, as well as your magical defense.
Sick, I did not know that.
Yeah, so Something got messed up with the coding, and I don't know if they fixed that for like the Game Boy Advance or the iOS versions. I'm not sure.
Was there an Esper for M-Block?
No, unfortunately there isn't. It's like the main stats, and then unfortunately of all those main stats, nothing affects your M block. So it's like strictly gear. And then I don't know if like each character has a specific amount.
Like a base?
Yeah, like a base. I'm not sure though. I'm not 100% sure.
I didn't know
on
that about M-Block. That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's some really interesting gear setups for the end of the game where you basically can't take damage because your M block is jacked up so high. And I don't, of all the characters, I don't know who gets the perfect amount and whatnot.
So here we're telling Bannon to basically screw off 3 times so that we can get the Genji glove.
Yep, this is the Genji glove. And I never did this until, like, I don't know, it was another one of those things that I learned in reading somebody's guide or something. Because it always felt to me like this was, like, such a bad thing to say. Will you be our ray of hope? No. Will you be our ray? No. Will you please be our... No.
Tyra's pretty hard,
Yeah, she's cold. Cold-blooded.
She's hard AF, man. Hard AF.
What's happened? Alright, so somebody gets messed up by the Empire troops, right? Where was this guy at? Probably like Colts or something. Or no, or is this the Figaro guy? Yeah, South Figaro. Yeah, because technically, if you really wanted to, you could take Bannon all the way back to, like, the South Figaro cave. But I think there's a trooper there that won't let you by.
I've never tried going back.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool.
I think so. I think you can. It's either the South Figaro cave, or it's the Colts entrance, which would be super lame. But I thought you could get him. I thought you could go through Colts again. But you're basically stuck there because South Figaro's all blocked off, and the cave is blocked off too. So I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I actually tried doing that. No time to dilly-dally.
Bannon's trying to rally up the troops, rally up his cult here to
to stop the troops.
Yeah, whatever.
2 arms, men, 2 arms. Alright, so there's the Genji glove. And Locke, what is it? So Locke goes back to South Figaro to slow down the troops. Yeah, so you must be able to still get through Colts. That makes sense, right?
I think so, yeah.
Who knows if they actually let you, but... Alright, so here we actually have Bannon now in the party. And what I did is I go outside, get into a fight, basically beat everything down except, like, have a little bit of health left on one monster. And then I kill off Edgar, Sabin, and Terra. Leave Bannon alive and level the crap out of Bannon. Reason being is the Ultras fight is coming right up, and it's really, really difficult. It can be actually really frustrating if you're not prepared or if you haven't leveled.
Ultros is a dick.
He is. You can actually see Bannon's equipment. You can't take it off of him, but you can kind of look at it. So yeah, so what I did here, I did all the leveling off screen. So we'll do a little. There's a little cut here where I did the leveling in between, and then I moved on. But I think I took him. There he is. He's 12. I did take him to level 12. So not only did I take him to what I do, I leveled up probably to 6 or something like that, and then because I had him in the back row, and then right around that point he gets kind of beefy enough where he can take a couple of good hits in fights. So then I move him up to the front row so that you can speed up the whole process.
Gotcha.
Because he does more damage. And
this whole Raph scene is pretty ridiculous because I don't know. I never liked this part of the game.
I didn't either.
It was just, it was well done. It's just, I did not like it.
Yeah, there's something about it. Yeah. Maybe
kind of stressful.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're stuck on it. It's a one-way trip.
Yeah, you don't really have much control.
You don't have any options, really. Yeah, and the only real options are just send you into loops. So, the one thing about this is if you've got a turbo controller, you can actually hold down the button. It's actually at the next. There's 2 forks. So at the next fork coming up, what you do is if you've got that turbo controller going, it'll just keep making you go into a loop. And so you can also go into your character, into your inventory, or sorry, your configuration screen, and set your character's commands and basically reorder them. So what you do is you put Ganon's health command at the top of the list. So then,
and then everyone else attacks.
Yeah, and then everyone else attacks. Or have Edgar, you can move his tools up to the top.
Crossbow the shit out of everything.
Yeah, every turn. Yeah. And eventually I do that. It took me a while to actually remember that you can do that, but probably in the next couple videos. I think I end up putting like Cyan's sword tech at the top. I think I left Blitz at the bottom though, because that's one of those ones where if you're just hammering the button, you're gonna screw it up.
Yeah,
it just keeps
you would mess it up.
Yeah, it'd be the incorrect Blitz inputs. So I actually left him where he was.
Good old Lan.
Right.
Or Cyan. Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Which
same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, he kind of is. Same.
If you're a fan of the Wheel of Time series, you'll know what I mean by that.
I only read the first one.
That's because you're lazy.
I am. I'm an illiterate prick. The first, I really did like it though. I really did. I liked that book.
If they ever make an MMO out of that, which I know they've been hinting towards.
Yeah, how would you not?
I'm
It's got a Lord of the Rings game, right? Okay.
Yep, Lord of the Dinks, Star Wars.
There's tons of Lord of the Rings games. I shouldn't even say there's one, because there's a bunch of them.
But MMO style.
Right, MMO, yeah, sure. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, what else? Well, I mean, EverQuest, but that didn't really start out as a book, right? That was just a kind of a...
Conan was a book?
God, you're right, it was.
Wasn't it like Edgar Wright
That one
Burroughs or
failed,
something?
though. That's a bad example, because that one was horrible.
That was a bad game.
That's kind of the way it goes, though, sometimes. It's kind of hit and miss on some of those. I remember some of the Lord of the Rings games that they put on, like, Xbox and stuff were not that good.
That didn't stop you from playing the ever-living shit out of them.
It didn't. That one was really good, though. Third Age. It was
I did play that a lot.
It was like the B Squad. Yeah, it wasn't even like the actual Lord of the Rings characters.
They were rip-off versions of everyone.
They
hey,
were.
Here's a Dunedain.
Yeah, they totally were.
Here's a dwarf.
Yep, here's your
Named
token
Gimli.
dwarf. Yeah.
And Magalus.
Magalus. Good, nice. They had what was the rip-off elf? What was the chick? Arwen? They had basically her double. She's some elf caster, whatever, yeah.
I don't really remember.
It was a good... I love that game, though. I will say that I love the game. The rip-off B-Squad characters were pretty lame, but the game was fun. Because you could be the evil people in that, too. You could play, like, as Sauron's forces and beat down the heroes.
Yeah, you could play as orcs.
Yeah,
that's right.
it was really cool.
Smash the shit out of everything.
God, are we done with this raft ride yet?
It doesn't end.
Ugh. I even picked the right... Yeah, so I think here's the loop. So if you keep hitting up, it's like your cursor defaults to up, and it'll just whip you around in a loop. So you can... if you want to, you could keep leveling there infinitely. Which,
Kind of pointless.
Yeah.
I mean even...
If you don't care about your stats, go ahead. You got a turbo controller. Why not? But...
I did a couple games like that where I just pumped the shit out of myself at the beginning, and then you get to the Espers, and it's like, damn it, why did I do that?
Well, yeah, that's how I normally do games, like RPGs anyway. So I usually
traditionally you just want to power level
sit
the
for a
shit
while
out of yourself and
level up a bunch, and then you're good to go for a while. But this game, not the case. Gotta take it easy. Okay, we're getting close. This is the final save point, at least.
That's probably why this was such a hated area for me. It just took so long.
Yeah.
Like, even when Mog makes his little trip, or not Mog, when you go through the trench.
Yeah.
You actually do have to take Mog through it
Yep,
to
you
get
do.
his water rondo.
Yep.
But that went way faster. It just seemed like a really quick instance.
Well, so the cool thing about that is there actually is a shortcut. Yeah, which
wasn't
I
it
don't...
left, right, or something?
It was
I forget.
It was two lefts. I think if you go right twice, it takes you to the caves and the treasures. and then so like because that's the way I took. So the first time through, and then any subsequent trips through, you just go left, and it's faster because you don't have that running around through the cave stuff.
Did you have a hard time getting the water rondo?
I haven't done it yet because I'm on Mog yet,
Okay.
but there is a trick, which I know I didn't even end up needing. I know the first or some of the other times that I've done this style of playthrough, Mog ends up being such a high level at that point that 1 or 2 fights in here won't level him. So it doesn't even matter. You can just kill the stuff and call it a day. But
Cool.
if you don't want any experience at all, you can use the Confuse smoke bomb trick. So, and we'll go over that quite a bit later. But that does come in handy. Very handy. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say very handy. Cause
Would you say very super handy?
yeah, I think I would. I think I'll go
bold-
that far.
That's
Yeah,
a bold
it
statement.
is. It is. I'm committed. Like Bannon's capital letters in his name. Do you like it as much as I do?
Mm-hmm. Kind of makes me moist.
Oh, it's so bad. I don't know why they did that. Stop shouting. And then Ultros, he's just regular. He uses lowercase. Like an actual human, which he's not, but whatever.
And I just realized this. If you mix up the letters in his name, you can spell or slut. Or slut.
And he kind of is, isn't he? He
He's
tentacles. He's tentacles everybody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess if I had 8 hands and, was batshit crazy, I'd probably be going for some groping.
It looks like he only takes half damage from Bioblaster. So don't use Bioblaster. And so he's got... There's the one shot.
She can't take a fingering.
No, so what I should have done, and again, so this fight is actually scripted. So he does his... And I don't know if it is through the whole way through, but at least the first few turns.
I think it's based on how much damage.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that would make sense too.
X amount of damage triggers this prompt.
But yeah, so he does these attacks in a certain order there. And if I would have, known what was coming, or if I would have done this again, I would have defended with Terra for the first turn, and she might have been able to survive that tentacle with the defend command up. But yeah, here's Sabin's. He's gonna get tentacled here now. Punk. That hits really hard too.
Or a bolt or the tentacle.
Both. Yeah, so one of the things about this is if you've got your Bannon at like level 2, you have to do everything like perfect. Otherwise you're gonna lose. Because he gets to a certain point where he just selects Bannon for the tentacle and he hits him. And even if you use a defense command, he doesn't have enough health to take it.
I forget, can Aura Bolt crit?
I don't think so. Can anything crit?
I think so. I thought so.
You're-
You got me wondering now.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, because doesn't the screen flash or something? I know you can get critical on. Like, enemies will crit you. I think you're right, though.
Yeah, I thought it showed up like a little darker or something. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
God,
that's
That's so long.
Yeah. There's the... Normally that would have been a one-shot there. Ultros prompt something like, you frightened me. Which, rightfully so. The dude is crazy.
look at that big dick swinging heel skill. That's amazing.
Yeah, 200 and something. I should have looked at what it did at the beginning when he was level 2. I'm pretty sure it levels up though. It gets better. And there you go. That's all, friends. So I did get close. So my question was whether or not I could have beat him down like at lowest levels possible, and lived. Or basically killed him off before he tentacles Bannon there. And I think I would have got close. I think there's a couple of things I could have done, like put the running shoes on Sabin instead, because he does more damage. Some basic stuff, but... And then defended with Terra on the first turn, because she didn't do anything. I didn't even get a single fire spell off on her. He's always been a tad zealous.
Doesn't magic not affect him as much? I thought there was something about that.
There might be certain
Maybe
skills.
his lightning works really good because he's water based.
Yeah, that could be. That would make sense. I'm sure that you can look up the bestiary for this game and it'll tell you, because some monsters take half damage from stuff and some will take double from other sources. All right, that's going to bring this to a close though. We're at the split, so we're going to do the Bannon Terra scenario. So that'll be the next video. But like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and join us for more.
Later, crackers.
Thanks for watching.